Hello guys, and welcome to another one of my Monster Super League videos. This video is gonna be a bit of a different farming video than my previous farming videos because I am farming Pagos Coast on normal. Based on everything I have read, the spawn rates should be the same on every single difficulty, but I'm gonna be including the stats like separated anyway for reference and as a bundle. The reason why I'm playing on normal here is because I need gems. We have the shiny golden hero festival coming in Monster Super League, and now we have the super rare on normal. Very nice. Miho. I like Miho. Anyway, that is besides the point. Everybody loves Miho. I need gems. The Golden Shiny Hero Festival is a very limited time event in Monster Super League where we are being given a chance to grab an additional 5-star Astromon, and we have an increased chance of pulling 5-star Nat 5s when we buy the egg bundles. And these are 600 Astro Gems each, and I'm down to 800. All of this statistical farming has been draining my amount of Astro Gems like crazy, and I hope to be able to buy at least 5 of these bundles. That's 3,000 Astro Gems, and I'm not gonna, in this video here, I'm not farming all that, but what I am doing in this video here is to farm these Astro Gems. So I'm converting my bit more than 3 million coins in the game into Astro Gems by catching these 1-star, sometimes 2-star Astromons and evolving them into their Evolution 2 versions and then into their Evolution 3 versions. I did make like a dedicated video about how to farm Astro Gems in Monster Super League, and that is pretty much what I'm doing here. Just caught a truffle as well if you missed it in the process. I'm converting my gold into Astro Gems, and this is a huge part of playing Monster Super League if you don't have a wallet that is insanely large and you want to be buying Astro Gems. And that's not really, I kind of like these games the most when you earn your way to it. Not saying anything bad about people spending money in games. I do that in loads of games, and I may end up doing it in Monster Super League as well. That is definitely a possibility because I'm really hyped about the game. But I feel that the rewards for like achieving something in the game, it's just so much more when you have earned it instead of when you have just bought it. But it is a lot of time you need to put into gaming Monster Super League if you want to be earning your way to the top. But so far that is what I'm doing. At some point I may combine that with decreasing the amount of time I need to put into the game. But we'll see once I get a bit further towards the end game in Monster Super League. But in this video here, I'm just batch evolving these Astromons that I'm catching. You need to remember, this is really important to stress, that each time you evolve something, you need to go out and claim your gems. If you're gonna be evolving into different tiers, you don't need to. But I'm evolving a lot of Evolution 2 Astromons here, and if I just do that 5 times, when I go out from here to claim my rewards, I'm only going to be getting 10 gems. But if I go out in between each of these, I'm going to be getting 10 gems each time, 50 gems. So it's really important, like in the grand scope of things, that you remember to get the tiny bits each and every time, even though it seems a bit grindy, redundant to go out there, go into the quest menu, hit on the capture or challenges or wherever it is and claim and back in. But that's just how you need to do it if you want to be getting enough out of it anyway. The base concept is that you turn 330,000 coins into 100 Astro Gems. That is like the base rate. And you can do that over and over and over. Of course, you need to go in and actually catch these Astromons as well. That's like a 500 cost approximately for each. And of course, you get something for playing the level against. That kind of evens out things. And if you're going to be catching a lot of Astromons, 2 to 3 in the same round, in the same battle, then the energy cost for that kind of goes down as well and matches up pretty nicely with what you're earning for doing the grind. So like you can pretty much hang on to the fact that if you're just matching up 330,000 against 100 Astrogems, then you have a really nice base radio. Another way to look at it is that if you do this 3 times, then you're spending 990,000 and you're gonna be getting 300 Astrogems. And why is that a cool number? Because when you spend 30 Astrogems, you get 80 energy. So 990,000 coins translates into 800 energy. And if you can use these 800, not energy, if you can use these 800 energy and earn 1,000,000 in the game, then you have yourself a profit. Then the process kind of goes on, and with 800 energy, you should be able to make almost 2,000,000 in the game if you're doing something like Golden Dungeon B8, B7. You can easily get more than the 1,250, I think it is, give or take, per energy when playing the game if you're not going experience mode on low tier level. So it is not hard to get the process up and running, to have this unlimited amount of Astrogems or unlimited amount of money in the game. But there is a factor that is really important to take into consideration, that is time. You can only do 20 auto battles in the game, and that is, I won't call it the problem, but that is where you run into a bit of a stop, because doing 20 auto battles, where you really want to have this is where you farm your money. Then you just want the game to be able to go on indefinitely. Like when you go to sleep, play in the Golden Dungeon B7 all night. But you can't, you can only do this 20 times. So that is really where you run into some kind of like a game stop in terms of having the process running on autopilot. Because sure, you need to be there when you're catching and evolving these Astromons to get your Astrogems, but it's a pretty fast thing to do because you're running on an easy level, you're catching a lot of Astromons and you're like ganking them. They're super weak, so it's not that time requiring in my opinion, but earning the money back once you have the Astrogems, because you can only set it to run in the Golden Dungeon 20 times. That is where you're really gonna be in for a bit of a journey, I would say, because when you start farming Golden Dungeon B7, and you can do that pretty much when you have a Nature Mona Evo 3 level 60, then she can almost handle the Golden Dungeon B7 on her own, but it may take you like 11 minutes or something crazy if you don't have a strong team to back it up. But once you have that, and you're going to be running the Golden Dungeon in, I don't know, 1.5 minutes or something like that, then you have the game running for 30 minutes, making, I don't know, 180,000 or something like that coins, and then it's game over. But if it could play all night and you could make these 360,000 an hour, you could wake up after sleeping 5-10 hours, whatever you do, then it would be really interesting, because when you had game time again, you could sit down and go farm, convert to gems, but you can't do that. So I'm just really mentioning it so that you have an idea about where you may want to invest some time if you want this up and running. Then, like, I can set my phone to farm Golden Dungeon, then I can eat dinner, and then I can set it to farm it again while I do the dishes and stuff like that, because it doesn't really take that long, and you need to restart it all the time, and it's really, really, really important in terms of having the process up and running. As you can see now, we're down to 1,000,000, and we have almost 1,600 gems. So we have earned, give or take, 800 gems by now, and we have spent 2,000,000. Yeah, that's it goes down pretty fast, but that's how it is. And then we have, and I'm gonna be doing this, a lot of gems that we're gonna be converting into energy to farm more money in something such as the Golden Dungeon, and then go back here, catch more. It's gonna be a rinse and repeat kind of thing in that process as well. And what I really hope is that I can reach around 3,000 by the time I go into the shiny Golden Hero Festival thing, I'm probably not. I'm, by the looks of it, also because I want to be doing a lot of video editing and stuff, it's probably gonna be more 1800, 2400, but then I could end up grabbing some new Astromons in there, and they're gonna be giving me Astro Gem rewards for filling them in my encyclopedia kind of book, because whenever you catch something new or evolve it to a new state, you get additional gems. So I'm hoping that is going to be a boosting factor that will allow me to move from, I'm thinking I'm going to be able to farm like 2400, and then yeah, I hope the rest is going to be magically appearing as I unbox these eggs. I'm really hoping to get the new Balrona. That is a limited event specific natural 5-star. How limited it is, I don't really know if we're just gonna be able to only get any kind of Balrona during this event. So if you don't get 4, you're never gonna be able to get it to an Evolution 3. That could be how the game is really trying to push you towards spending enough to getting 4 Balronas in this event that only lasts like part of this weekend. So it's really wow. But I don't know how amazing she is yet, but I am really hoping to either land Arthur, Shiva, Odin. Those are like my, preferably Odin, but it would be really nice to hit another Shiva, or even if I could get something such as a Fire Boltwing would be nice, because I've been focusing on the wood version, and I would like to try to see if I can get the light Shiva while it is in the fusion. So anyway guys, that was the farming process. The stuff that I'm gonna be doing here is just to include here we have it. No, that was the wrong one. Let's wait with that one. Here we have it. In this video here, 84 games is what I ended up farming. I found 4 exotics and a single super rare. I increased my gem amount with 839 gems in this farming session here, and I went down 2.7 million coins, so a pretty nasty stuff. And if we nudge all this together with the other statistics I've been having for spawns, that is like the main reason why I'm doing these high-speed videos. It is about the spawn rates. Then we can see I've played 406 games in total, and 322 of those on extreme, 84 normal, and the stats is pretty much there. 10 gem variant, 1 in 136 games, boo. 5 gem variant, 1 in 203 games, boo. 1 legendary in 406 games. I think that is still pretty awesome. 2 super rares, 1 out of about 200 games, 8 exotics, 5 rares. And if we look at the statistics for the notable mons, we're at 1 in 20 games now. If that stabilizes around there, it's going to be really awesome, because it means that if you go auto game and you go 20 rounds, on average you should catch something every time. And that would also make sense in terms of like the game mechanics, that almost every time you go and you hit auto, you're going to catch something. So that is really cool. If we're just going to be looking at the 3 stars plus, then we have found 16 total, and you're going to be seeing 1 on average, 1 every 26 games, based on the 406 games I have recorded and make data. Yeah, you speak it in good English. So guys, that was what I had to share in this video. As always, thank you very much for watching.